What's good, Soul Tribe? Today we'll be looking at what is Kwaito. I have not vetted this video yet, but it was created by Lin and Fair. Without further ado, we're just gonna get into it. Do a sambiki.
Kwaito music is a genre originating from South Africa, specifically from a township in Johannesburg named Soweto. Now, Soweto stands for Southwest Townships. This township was created in 1930 by the apartheid government as a way to separate blacks from whites. It was the largest black urban settlement in southern Africa at the time and also became the area where a lot of civil unrest occurred during the apartheid regime. It is said throughout the 80s that the Kwaito sound was being developed within Soweto. Fast forward 1994, and Nelson Mandela is elected as South Africa's first black president. International sanctions were lifted, and there was a lot of hope and excitement among the youths. This was the backdrop where Kwaito music emerges into the mainstream. The beginnings of Kwaito music was a house song played at a slower tempo, with vocals repeating catchy phrases throughout the song in a hip-hop sort of style.
Okay.
These phrases were in Tsotsi Tal, which is a form of slang spoken in the townships. DJs were integral to the sound as they were the beat makers and the suppliers of the music to the people.
I think it's interesting how also hip hop got its like second wind, in the 80s. That's when it was actually, fully forming and everything, like properly activating. And they needed DJs to actually bring that energy. Same thing here. Like DJs used to be the main characters in hip hop. So when you're talking about Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Grandmaster was the DJ, and the DJ was the main guy. The master of ceremonies, the MC, was just like an ad lib for real, because when you were on the dance floor, you were dancing to the beat. But with the evolution of things, we ended up having the MC come to the forefront type thing. Yeah, it's so interesting that there's some parallels there with Kwaito.
Two important DJs, Oscar Mhlongwa, known as Oskido, and Christos Katsaitis, known as DJ Christos, are credited with being amongst the first to slow down the tempo. That was the beginning of Kwaito music. As the genre continued to grow, other elements like raga, R&B, some added percussions, and other dialects were introduced. In order to further understand Kwaito, it is important to know and understand the first Kwaito song that became a hit in South Africa. That song was by an artist named Arthur Mafokate. And the name of the song is... Look, I can't say the name here. I don't want YouTube to pull my video down.
Yeah. So, this word right here is the equivalent of the N-word in America. When the Dutch settlers came to Africa, they created this word. And this word basically translates to non-believer. And it was a word that was branded on all the indigenous people or natives that were not believers of the church. Because of that, they would brand them this word and they would be socially ostracized. Okay? And this word still carries weight to this day in South Africa as a slur now, though.
But it starts with a K and ends with an R. Go look it up. And it is the equivalent of the word starting with an N that is used to degrade black people in America. Both very horrible words. The K word is what we will call it, was used to do the same in Africa. And in a nutshell, Arthur in this hit song is saying, don't call me that. Kwaito music at its core is a type of dance music. And prior to its emergence, Bansula was a dance form born in the early 50s in South Africa's racially segregated black townships. Bansula was a component that was added to Kwaito. Both Bansula and
Hey,
Kwaito
Bansula,
represented the street
man.
culture, and because of this, the
This was
marriage of
our
the two
break
was
dancing in
seamless.
South Africa,
The Bansula lifestyle
or in
became part of
Africa,
Kwaito,
rather.
not only the
Let's
dance styles, but
go.
also the slang terms used and the iconic style of dressing. The baggy pants, plaid shirt,
Yeah.
a bucket hat,
Yeah.
and the arguably
Yo,
most important
bucket
piece,
hat is a
pair
signature.
of Converse All-Stars.
Yes.
Kwaito music gave us stars
Converse
like
All
Arthur.
Stars. Man, I had a whole phase where I was just rocking bucket hats and Converse All Stars. I'd pester my moms just to get me Converse All Stars. I didn't want Vans. I didn't want Air Forces. It was just a Converse lifestyle.
Do, B.O.P., Boom Shaka, Abashante, Tebe, Trompies, Mashamplan, Bongo Muffin, Makentlas, Chisco, Alaska, Mawilis, Doc Shebeleza, TKZ, to name a few. Kwaito music has gone on to influence other genres like Gom, Amapiano, and SA hip hop. Come on, Casper Nyovest is clearly a product of Kwaito music. And Kwaito music's reach has even gone beyond South Africa's borders.
Kwaito.
Next time you are watching Beyonce's Run the World video, pay attention to these two guys in the front.
Yeah,
does that
I
look
noticed
familiar?
them. Yeah.
Baggy pants, check.
Yeah, back in the day
Converse
when I was like, no,
All-Stars,
these guys are South
dead
African,
giveaway.
low key.
Check. Or how about Kendrick Lamar's All of the Stars video? Converse All-Stars, baggy pants, front and center.
When the Zulu went
Shanty
go to
homes.
war.
Is that a township I see? Kung Fu Kenny is clearly trying to tell us something here. This is Kwaito music.
Yeah.
Kwaito music is more than just a musical genre. It was an outlet for people who for many years had no voice. We don't get Master KG's Jerusalem, Rema's Amapiano inspired hit song Woman, or Olamide's Loading, which by the way is a Gom beat. I learned that just the other day. We don't get all that without Kwaito music. Kwaito music is a very important part of Africa's musical history.
It's the foundation.
That is all. Let me know what some of your favorite Kwaito songs were. I'm about to go out and enjoy my day.
Yeah.
Get my workout in. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Appreciate you. Yo, that was epic. That was really educational, I didn't know some of the things about Kwaito. Like, for example, the time frames and all that. How Bansula has always been, the dance style has always been part of my life. So I didn't know like how far back it went, where it started and all those things. So this was very informative. Lynn and Fair, appreciate you. You guys should check out Lynn and Fair. This video was released 5 years ago, but still oldie but goldie. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are on to the next one. Peace.